All right, traders, just a very quick market wrap up for you as we break for the week and have off tomorrow for holiday and then back on Thursday and Friday. But really impressive price action that continues to be in things like the semiconductors, things like technology, and we saw a broadening out today of market breadth. So some other areas starting to participate, which I view as a positive. That was one of the things that I had mentioned over the weekend was that either this breadth is going to continue to get slimmer and a little bit more dangerous as the indices grind higher. With fewer and fewer names leading the charge, but it's actually had some broadening the last 2 days. So I think that's a positive. IWM wasn't up like crazy today, but it did finish green today, and was actually slightly outperformed for the day when you look at what the Qs did. And the SPY did finish up 1/4%. By the way, risk disclaimer right there. Make sure that you read that. Everything covering in this video is for information purposes only. A couple names I thought I would just kind of go over some of the things that we've been concentrating on in the trading room. Just the watch list has been pretty amazing as we kind of continue to add names and different setups as they materialize through the week. I mean, I think that there could be a number of other names on here too, but I'll kind of just start with a couple names here on the bottom. And one of the names as well, if I could just bring this up here really quickly, was Elf. This was a name that got a street high price target today, and I believe their price target is up at 250, and this looks like a pretty good setup here. It just blew past this previous resistance and overhead supply. This looks strong, and again, different than right now in AI play right now. So if you're looking for something outside of that, I think this is a pretty good looking setup. I also like this little dip that we've seen in First Solar off of the last 4 days. This was a name that I sold last week. Got a little bit lucky on the sale up here. Notice that it's right back into some support. So this was a name that I added today. Another name that I added to the watch list is VRT. Right, this is a name that's kind of been in digestion there for a little bit. Really nice candle. I kind of grouped this with Dell, which had some nice follow through activity into this earnings gap, and really nice push here. And if you kind of added this into the 50-day moving average, you're in good position now, and hopefully taking some profits in this one. ARM is another one that just has gone ballistic to the upside. Continuing to see bullish option activity in this one, positioning wise. Other names that have done pretty well today too. Of course, I have to talk about Nvidia. I'm still in this. I continue to kind of stay in this until it ducks below the 5 period moving average. Really, when things are trending like this, just like the Qs, one of the hardest things to do is just basically stay the course as things get more and more overbought, right? We have tendencies, that are saying, hey, we probably shouldn't be going up this much. But one of the hardest things to do is just stick with the trend. Of course, what I tend to do is, trim, trail, especially as we get overbought, as the RSI for the Qs is now over 80. So that's pretty sizzling hot. That I would think, again, I don't, make predictions very much, but I would think after we get through quadruple witching, that might cool down a little bit. I've talked about how this has been really resilient. And I think that is just kind of fueling what's been going on here. GLW is another, we've kind of have a handful of these things going on here, but look at the move in GLW today. This is Corning. Really nice move as well today. GEV, I'll just kind of keep going through some names here. This is nice to see this name, kind of fell down a little bit. Still could be a possible double top, but if this thing blows through that, then I don't think that you could say that anymore. Qualcomm, which is kind of this was easy, and that's why I kind of haven't mentioned it so far today, but easy in terms of I took some profits here, right in the beginning of the day, 229, and it kind of hung around there for a good portion of the day. So again, a lot of these trades, just kind of messing around with like the last portion of the trade. Like FTAI is another one that put on this trade on Friday into support, and look at this thing go. I thought that that was kind of a gift, because some of these names, they're just not going to pull back that much. And this is a name that the brokers really seem to like. They continue to raise price targets in this one. And then kind of, again, just giving some different groups besides just the tech and the AI theme. But I still really like this TMDX. This was a name that I put out in the middle of the day in our midday note. This acted really well. Finally, let's see, do I want to go over any other names here? We can look at HPQ, which is another name, not too many people are talking about, but this is held really well in here. ADI is another one too. If you're looking for another semiconductor at this point, it's been acting pretty decently. eBay is another name I looked at today. Again, I'm not really looking to add a ton of risk here, but that's a really nice break higher. We also started to see the financials get involved again. Goldman looks pretty good here. Another name that I like is LPLA. Those are like names that people are not talking about that much, but you found nice support here and a move back higher. A few other names too that really acted well today. We already covered ARM. I mean, there's a lot. Carrier is well. I mean, this is a really good performance out of this watch list that I put together every week. I mentioned that the participation has been increasing. Just we'll bring that up really quick. All right, so here's a visualization. This is up volume versus down volume, and then just basically just counting the names. This is the S&P 4-week new highs versus new lows. Note that the new highs really took over today and expanded, and the new lows contracted today. So again, that's kind of confirming that the market for the last 2 days has gotten a little bit stronger under the hood with seeing just more areas. Again, what I like to do is just not count per se, but also just take a look at what groups are expanding or showing that relative strength. Again, we know tech, right? We know that tech has been super strong now for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, but also you're seeing a lot of consumer discretionary in here as well, right? And on the flip side, the names that are showing new lows are things like utilities, and so that's was your biggest area today. So I'll leave it there. There's probably about another 20 names I could go through, but I want to keep the video short. Guys, have a great day off and a holiday, and we'll see you back on Thursday. Hope to see you in the trading room on Thursday. Have a great night.